Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Harrison, and I'm a special education teacher at Shawnee Heights Middle School. I'm also the current president for the Shawnee Heights Education Association, and today we're having short question and answer sessions with our candidates for school board. Please introduce yourself and the area that you're running for.
My name is Rosa Cavazos, and I am running for position 4A in the Shawnee Heights School District.
All right, thank you very much for being here today. So our first question is, what is your primary goal as an individual member of the board, and what is your vision for the future of the district? And then how would you know if those goals or visions are being achieved?
So my primary goal is to continue to have a great education for our students, and to make sure that it's in a very warm and welcoming environment. The way that I think that I would know if those goals are being met is listening to families, talking to them, and hearing from our administrators how the classrooms are going, and what obstacles we need to help overcome for our students to continue to get a great education here.
Okay, so then how would you know if those goals or visions are being achieved?
Again, that would be by talking to families, asking them how schools are going and how their classes are going, seeing what data and information we get from our administrators, to be able to show us that our students are achieving successfully in our core classes, and that they're enjoying those extra classes of, band and orchestra and the arts classes as well. So really listening to what our families are saying, and knowing that, again, that they are in a welcome and open environment in each of the schools.
Great, thank you. How would you plan to build and maintain relationships and connection with students, staff, and constituents?
I will continue to do what I have been doing the past 4 years, which is going to school carnivals, attending events so that I am available to people, going to programs, attending PTO meetings and site council meetings, volunteering my time in the concession stands, or at a chili supper or at a carnival bounce house. So that's, I'll continue to do those. I think that I try to do a really good job of making myself available to everyone. Plus, you can always call or email me, and I am always happy to listen to any one of our families in our district and our teachers.
Right. Thank you very much. In your experiences, what's the best way to address differences of opinion on the board, or differences between the board and, say, district administration or staff? And could you support a decision that you were not in favor of? Why or why not?
That's a big question, but yes, I am always willing to have a dialogue with anyone, and I am happy to hear what my fellow board members say, and listen to their thoughts, get their opinions, and that is with anyone in the district. If I am not in favor of something and I happen to be the minority that voted on on a subject or a topic, then I'm just the minority in that position, and I would continue to be respectful to my fellow board members and respectful to our administrators, because that's just the way I am. So if I didn't agree with them, it's okay. We're not always supposed to agree, because we all have different perspectives, and each of us bring something different to the table. And I think that we've done a really great job of respectfully disagreeing with each other when we need to, or when we feel that strongly on a subject. But I would support what is needed to be in, no matter what happens.
All right, thank you. So what are your thoughts on our current and proposed budgets for the district?
I think that we have done a really good job with our current school budget. I know things are tight, but we have looked at so many areas of what we can do and improve in the school. I think that we did a great job with, raising our base pay for our teachers. That was really important. I think that we've done a great job with hiring some extra staff and teachers to help out in the district for the next few years. So I know that things are tight, but I feel like we are in a good place and we have made some really sound decisions for our students.
Okay. If we did find that in the future there were cuts that were needed, where do you think you would make the first cuts? And are there areas that you would not consider cutting?
That would be something we would have to really look at and see what would be the least impactful for our students and our families before I would decide to make a budget cut. I would really want to dive deep into those numbers to know what is going to impact our students the most or the least before deciding that. I think we have built a really great fine arts program here. I would never be in favor of cutting that. I think our art program, music, has just been phenomenal. And so that's something that I would hate to see be cut in any sort of way, especially when we've added additional art teachers to go to the elementary schools, because art has just been such a favorable subject for our students.
Okay, thank you. How would you approach advocating for education funding at the state level?
Again, I will continue to do what I have done, which is I call our local state legislative representatives from our area. I go through the list on the education committee and I email them and call them and let them know what I am thinking, what our families are thinking, and I will continue to do that. I did that a couple of years ago. I did it last year, so that's something that I will do. Plus, I think we have a really, Mr. Hallisey is really great about knowing what's happening at the state level, so he's able to really inform us about topics. I read our KASB newsletters and see what's happening at the legislative level. And so that is something that I would continue to do, is just bug them and, hope that they listen to me. It's unfortunate. I might get 1 or 2 emails responses back, but I just do that because that's what needs to be done so that they can hear us.
Okay, thank you very much. So your final question today comes from our high school classes.
This is a scary one.
I think you're going to be just fine. Our random selection gave you question number 5. So how can the district become a place where minority teachers seek jobs?
That is a great question. I started the Student Superintendent Council a couple of years ago because I felt it was really important for our students to have one-on-one conversations with our superintendent at the time. Through that, I have also felt it is as equally important to start a diversity and equity and inclusion committee, beginning with our teachers and making sure that we are hiring teachers that are of diverse backgrounds, so that all of our students can see a representation of themselves in the schools. So I am still hoping to make that happen. I feel that it's very important for our future. The demographics of our students has changed and grown tremendously in different areas. And so it is something very important that I think we need to be aware of and hope that we can have students with culturally diverse backgrounds come and teach here at Shawnee Heights. So that is a great question because it is something that is top of mind and that I would like for us to see addressed. And, it was something that I was looking forward to, and then COVID happened. So it kind of went on the back burner, but it is still something that I find very important because I am a Latina and I want to see more people that represent our school district as a whole. And it's important for our students to see that there are teachers of different nationalities that are their role models too. So that's it's very important to make that happen.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate your time today, and I appreciate your interest in becoming a board member here in Shawnee Heights.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.